At around 3:20 in the morning, while most people were fast asleep, a blinding flash lit up the sky, followed by towering flames and a piercing siren. Black smoke began rising from multiple locations. This was not a natural disaster. It was an attack. The country under fire, Iran, and the attacker, its long-standing rival, Israel. Over 200 Israeli fighter jets launched a sudden, massive assault targeting Tehran, the capital of Iran, and Natanz, home to Iran's nuclear development facilities. More than 330 missiles were fired at key sites across the country. Analysts are calling this Israel's largest ever direct assault on Iran. But what pushed Israel to launch such an aggressive operation? Israel made its goals clear: strike Iran's nuclear facilities first. Behind this precise operation was Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency, which had allegedly smuggled in drones months in advance to penetrate Iranian air defenses. The surprise attack left major casualties, including Iran's chief of staff, the Revolutionary Guard's top commander, and key nuclear scientists. In total, 224 Iranians were reported dead, including civilians. The operation was reportedly named after a biblical phrase meaning, "the lion rising." Many believe this signals Israel's intent to finish the fight, once and for all. Iran was caught off guard, but not for long. It immediately declared retaliation and launched over 200 missiles and 100 drones toward Israel, targeting major cities including Tel Aviv. Iran's counterattack pierced through Israel's air defense systems, causing multiple fatalities. What shocked Iranian society most was the targeted nature of the strike, more like an assassination than a traditional attack. For Iranians, this marked the first urban assault since the Iran-Iraq War 37 years ago, and Israelis too felt the impact deeply. Until now, the two countries had mainly fought through proxy groups like Hamas and Hezbollah, but this time was different. It was a direct confrontation. Why now? And why has it escalated so rapidly? The United States had scheduled a sixth round of nuclear talks with Iran in Oman on June 15th. Even though Iran has long denied pursuing nuclear weapons, the country has been enriching uranium well beyond civilian needs. According to a February IAEA report, Iran held 274 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium. By May, that number had surged to 408 kilograms, a nearly 50% increase in just 3 months. Israel saw this as an existential threat. Some experts argue that Israel's airstrike wasn't just about stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions. Geopolitical pressure is also mounting. Saudi Arabia and France have been calling for joint international action at the United Nations, which could result in global sanctions on Israel over the Gaza conflict. Israel now faces growing diplomatic isolation. Domestically, Prime Minister Netanyahu is also in political trouble, embroiled in corruption trials and fresh scandals involving foreign money. Just recently, the Israeli parliament held a vote on whether to dissolve itself. It narrowly survived, 61 to 52, but only bought 6 months of political stability. Some believe Netanyahu is using this military operation to shift attention and strengthen his leadership amid rising domestic pressure. While the United States claims it did not support or coordinate Israel's attack, it has long pressured Iran indirectly. Now, with Israel launching a full-blown strike, Iran finds itself with fewer diplomatic cards left to play. Israel sees itself at a peak moment of military advantage. For the first time, it has pushed Iran to the brink. But if the United States were to suddenly tell Israel to stop, would it obey? And more importantly, how far will the United States go to restrain its ally? Now, with the United Kingdom, France, and Germany also making statements, fears are growing that this conflict might spiral out of control. Could this really lead to World War III? What we know for sure is that over 90% of the deaths so far are civilians, and honestly, the numbers are rising. The world is watching closely. With tensions still high and no signs of de-escalation, we can only hope that this conflict ends soon, before more innocent lives are lost.